Hello, today is June the 3rd, 2017. I've been looking for a top in this area. I said yesterday, or rather Thursday, was a possible top, but gapping over the high would kill the call, and that's what happened. I was looking for a daily pattern that started high and ended low. We got just the opposite. That was my mistake. I misread a prior pattern. Unless I've made another mistake, the change in trend times on Monday and Tuesday should be pretty much the same as we had Thursday and Friday. Monday we should have an early high and a low just before lunch or around lunchtime, and Tuesday should have an early low, a late high, although it usually has an upward trajectory. It doesn't really have to because there's a counter trend drop in the middle of the day. Well, this is a pattern where we gapped up, hit a series of higher highs, and couldn't close over the middle of the day high. It's a negative pattern unless we invalidate it by gapping up and promptly taking out these highs. It shouldn't be too hard to do, but I think there's a very good chance that that's not going to happen. Let's look at the MEJT stuff first. Early on it gave an ultimate sell signal and a sell signal. They haven't been satisfied yet. It says this rally's false, and even though it says here ultimately higher prices would print, it said that rally's false as well. We have 4 distinct targets from different patterns, all of which say this rally is going to reverse. Optional signals are going to print the next trading day 95% of the time. So there's a 95% chance we see this number. Ultimate signals are one of the strongest points of the system. The system's 15 years old. We get about 150 of these a year. So that's over 2,200 signals. I have something counting this one. I have like 10 which haven't printed out of over 2,200, and I think it's 3 or 4 of them are on this latest move up. So in the prior 14 years I had like 6 signals which didn't work out of thousands. Now these don't have to print immediately, but they usually print pretty quickly. Ultimate doesn't mean powerful like an ultimate weapon. It means ultimate as in ultimately or eventually it'll print. But all these things are saying we're going to reverse. That's not all. Here's the weekly chart from DeMark. We have a combo sell signal and a sequential sell signal with no fudging. In alignment with that, we just got bar number 13, that's this one, of a daily combo sell signal with no fudging. We have alignment on smaller time frames. You have a daily and a weekly hitting at the same time frame. It's a very powerful signal in DeMark's work. It tends to lead to a very significant top. This is calling for a reversal beginning promptly. June 3rd, today, was the date of my timing system. Here's my wave count. As you know, I think this wave and this wave are clearly three wave structures and not 5 wave structures. So this whole thing I'm calling a grade B. Right at this high, we had a rally to, but not through, a very significant trend line. Strong rallies to the trend line which can't break through tend to be exhaustion moves. You can still invalidate it by gapping up over this line, which basically is what you're going to have to do to invalidate the negative aspects of that move. At this high, gold wave C has a relationship to gold wave A. purple wave C has a relationship to purple wave A, and blue wave C has a Fibonacci relationship to blue wave A. Now it would be nice if there were a Fibonacci relationship between brown C and brown A, but there isn't. However, if you look at this B wave as a whole, and you put your Fibonacci grid here, and you look at the last two rallies, you can take this rally here, and see there's a perfect Fibonacci relationship. And you can take, that's 38.2, and you can take the prior rally here, and there's a perfect 50%. So these last three drives, as it were up, are all related from a Fibonacci perspective. That's a lot of sell signals, a lot of support based on time, based on price, based on the mark, based on MEJT. This is the best shot we've had in a long time for a very tradable high. Failure of the sell signal would be indicated by capping up smartly Monday and going over these highs. I don't think it'll fail. I look for this as a very good likelihood of a significant high, a trading high, not necessarily the end of the bull, but the end of a long leg up that began early last year, and this could take months. If I'm wrong, we'll find out early, but I think I'm right. We'll find out, and that's today's call.